This part, just honestly, you can see it just gave me chills. This is such an important message, and I feel like coming from someone like her, I appreciate it even more. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because we are going to be doing a video that you guys have been requesting forever. And of course, judging by the title of this video, you know that I'm talking about the Tito Boy Abunda interview with Kisses Delavin, which is always kind of an event. It's a reason to celebrate because every single time that these two collaborate, you can expect nothing but excellence. It's so good. This video has been requested over and over and over again, especially since Kisses has been one of the candidates who has received a lot of attention from the audience during the Miss Universe Philippines journey so far. And obviously she's one of the candidates who has one of the biggest fan bases in this entire competition. But there's also a lot of people who don't think that she is worthy of the title or that she won't be ready in time for the international version of Miss Universe. So the purpose of this video is kind of for me to get a better understanding of where she's at mentally but also physically on her preparation and her training for the journey, and we'll see what she's able to deliver. I also heard that there will be a little Q&A inserted in this video, so I'm really excited for that. Now officially there are 3 parts to this interview. Now for the purpose of this reaction, I will be covering part 2 and 3. I won't be covering part 1 because I felt like it was more of a personal, friendly conversation, but it seems like the real substance can be expected in part 2 and 3, which is what I'm gonna be doing today. So I guess that today is a Kisses type of day on my channel. I just really hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what did you think about this interview, Kisses, you know, delivery, Tito's questions, and even my own feedback. So you guys go ahead and express yourself. Now without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy. Be strong.
Welcome to the Purple Chair interview. And my very special guest, the one and the only Kisses.
Hello, Tito Boy. I am
so happy.
So delighted to be here. And
She looks so good.
Facing you in this purple chair, I'm so thankful.
So humble.
First, I want to talk about your childhood. Pag childhood Kisses, anong unang pumapasok sa iyong isipan?
My mom and my...
Okay, so quick disclaimer right here. I just have to be honest with you guys. My Tagalog is very limited. So sometimes when they speak Tagalog, I might not get it all. But I can understand a lot from context and also with everything that they're saying in English. I feel like most of it is in English, so I should be fine. But if I don't understand, I'll tell you and you guys can tell me in the comment section, okay?
In Masbate, I remember when I was 3 to 4 years old, my dad likes to bring me sa mga lakad niya. And like, for example, sa motor. So, nandun ako sa harap niya. Tapos minsan, makakatulog ako sa sobrang press ko ng hangin. I think that's one of the most vivid childhood memories that I remember.
Growing up, kumusta yung only child? The life of an only child?
It's just me and my ates in Masbate. So,
You're not an only child.
my ates, yung mga kasama namin sa bahay.
Oh, that's right. You are, di ba?
Yes,
You're
only
the only child. The ates are yung mga sama sa bahay.
Opo.
And then,
So, sila yung tuturo sa akin ng paano tayo ng hair ko. Kasi busy din sila mami and daddy sa work. So, pero you long for that. You long for an ate, you long for a little sister. I think if I were to change something, gusto ko talaga ng kapatid. Pero masarap maging only child kasi kung mahal na mahal ka ng parents.
you were a miracle child. Naalala ko sa PBB.
This is something that they keep talking about
You were eighth,
on every interview,
the
I feel
eighth
like.
pregnancy of mommy. Tama ba?
I
Eighth
was
or-
the second pregnancy.
You were the second pregnancy.
All the pregnancies after that really couldn't survive. I had a sister, Tito Boy. Her name is Caitlin, and she didn't survive because she was a premature baby. So, pinanganak siya 6 months old, and she didn't survive all the complications. She lived until 1 year and 8 months.
Okay, you were a miracle baby, pero kasi masakitin ka hindi.
Yes, Tito Boy. When I was a kid,
Alright.
I suffered viral encephalitis. Just something
Ano
like
ibig sabihin?
it had 5% chance of living. In
Oh my
case,
God,
kasi dahil
5%.
complications nung time na yun, I had to be airlift. I had to be airlifted in Manila kasi hindi daw po ako magbibigay. I was able to live through this na unscathed. So yung case ko, inaral siya ng mga doctors why I was able to survive. Yung mga doctors nun wanted to find out why I was able to really wake up from coma because I was comatose for.
Okay, wait, because I'm just like learning so much about Kisses right now. I mean, this entire narrative of the miracle child and all is something that has been mentioned several times during a lot of interviews. And even during her introduction video, she talked about it. Did she mention it during the interview challenge? I'm not sure. But anyways, it's been said over and over. But hearing it from her and having her explain to you like the full story, not just the fact that she's a miracle child, but hearing about having a little sister and losing her, then being the second pregnancy and knowing that every single time after that, the pregnancy was not successful, it's already a miracle itself. On top of that, not only did her parents have so much of a hard time to have other babies, the one that survived gets like terminally ill. Can you imagine have one of your kids ill and the doctor telling you that there is a 5% chance of them making it? Have the child in a coma. This is like traumatic, not only for the parents, but also for Kisses growing up. That's like a big burden to carry, I feel like. So far, the interview is going a lot more in depth than what I was expecting. I thought that it was gonna be pretty much like the same as the introduction, just talking a little bit about the highlights, like I'm a miracle baby, this and that, but so far this is good. So let's keep watching.
Almost 24 hours, and the high possibility is you will be brain dead. But I woke up and I looked for my mom and my dad.
Because of that experience, you became so grateful.
Yes, Tito Boy, because you know when life gives you
A second chance.
second chance to live, you really feel the gratefulness. Pero with the help of my mom and dad, ever since ulit pa ako pag nagpapasaway ako or whatsoever, my mom and dad would remind me that Kisses, second chance mo na to live, sige ka mo maging masama ka, ganyan.
Bakit Kisses?
Because my mother, when she was in labor, she saw another envelope on the side na may nanganganak din I did. And my kid is Bungana. So my mom said, I like his name. Pero my name na ako, Kirsten Daniel. So she nicknamed me Kisses.
Oh.
Okay. That's a lovely name.
This is something that I was always wondering, like, because prior to the announcement of Miss Universe, everyone was like, oh, Kisses Delavin, Kisses Delavin. And then when they announced it, it was Kristen Danielle. And I was like, who? Like, I didn't recognize that was Kisses, because I was expecting to see, like, Kisses somewhere. But that's just her nickname. So it makes absolute sense now.
So, in school, elementary, how were you?
I was a playful child. You know, I had this photo with the boy when I was a kid. Not a photo, but my teachers in elementary always would tell my mom and dad na, naku, yung bola ng anak niyo, punta sa pintuan namin kasi laging naglalaro. Because whenever I'm at school, I always love to play.
So cute. You can tell that she was always into like the showbiz stuff, the outfits,
for example,
posing with her
chess,
friends.
let's play chess, Scrabble, let's play Scrabble. Bola, let's play bola. Whatever you have, nagsisepak-takraw pa ako.
Pero noong elementary, did you join decoration contest?
I like to read
You
because
like
my
to read.
father, whenever he would travel, he would bring me one book every time. And they would have pictures and I would memorize them before he leaves again. Everything.
Mahilig ka na sa libro.
Yes.
What book do you remember?
I think Tito Boy, my
as a child.
earliest memory, dictionary kasi yun eh. English dictionary, binigay ni Daddy and then may mga illustrations. So I memorized everything and then my dad was surprised.
Okay.
It's for you.
Ma-extracurricular ka ba? Or maaral ka?
I think, Tito Boy, I also struggled somehow with studies. Kasi being an only child, I'm always into play. I love having my cousins over, my classmates over, so that we would play and play. But whenever I would study, I do well.
Okay, let's stop right there very quickly because I have the impression that Kisses, first of all, the way that she is presenting herself is so genuine. I feel like the girl is not putting up a mask. She's not trying to look or act a certain way. I feel like because maybe over the years she has built kind of a relationship with Tito Boy Abunda, she is in a safe space. She knows that she can trust him. So far I have the impression that because of the experience that she had with all of the pregnancy issues that her mom had, started losing a sister, but then also having this near-death experience, she is really just like a grateful person and just enjoys life to the fullest on every single occasion that she has. Like she was saying, like with all of the games, every time that she would like propose something, she will be like super excited about it, and everything, even the tiniest thing will become an event. That is a beautiful perspective to have in life. And I feel like if you think about the context, right, of Miss Universe Philippines, I feel like it's a very positive message that definitely a lot of people could benefit from. I know that a lot of people give Kisses backlash because she is young, she doesn't have as much experience, maybe her communication skills sometimes, but at the end of the day, the girl has a very strong past that a lot of people could learn from and they could benefit from that. Do I still think that it's gonna be like a hard situation for her because of the pressure, because of, you know, the expectation, because of the bashing? Absolutely, it's gonna be hard, but I feel like she's doing this because it's her dream.
May coaxing din yung mga mami. Sige, hindi ko mag-aral. Ganun.
Which universe po?
Siguro yung maliit pa. Pero not in a sense na nangaaway. Yung gusto ko lang, pumili ng ganyan. Pero when I grew up, I realized na kasi si mom and dad, hard workers. I remember when I was a child, my mother and father would work from Monday to Sunday. I learned the value of money. That's why the first time, Tito Boy, that I had a baon na money was when I was in first year high school. Because I don't like to spend money that much because I know how hard it is in earning that money.
Okay, I have to stop. I know I don't want to talk too much, you guys, but this part, just honestly, you can see it just gave me chills. This is such an important message, and I feel like coming from someone like her, I appreciate it even more because Kisses, obviously, right now if you look at her, she has one of the biggest platforms like in the Philippines, I feel like, because not only she is a public figure, she's a celebrity, she is participating in Miss Universe Philippines, and I'm sure that like hundreds and thousands of girls would kill to be in her shoes right now. But the fact that this girl has so much already, but she's able to stay grounded, to have a real perspective about money, that not everything is just given to you, that perhaps whatever advantage, whatever benefit, whatever privilege she had in life, it was the result of hard work. Not only her parents, but also her own hard work, because Kisses has obviously done a lot within this industry of show business, you know, whether it's with music, with acting, with promoting, with advertising. It's just like so much, and she is such a young girl. She's still building a name for herself, so I'm sure this is only the beginning. The fact that she is able to take that message and put it out there that, look, I know that I have privilege, I know that I was maybe a little bit spoiled, but at the same time, that happened because of my parents' hard work. It was not that someone just came and gave me money. No, we were really hustling for it. So I appreciate the honesty, and I appreciate the fact that she's able to bring it back to the things that matter the most, which is hard work, effort, dedication, and just making sure that you are achieving your goals in life. So I like that.
That are in business, so exposed ka sa negosyo. Oo.
Yes, Tito.
Hindi ko marunong ka na magbilang ng pera, bata ka pa lang.
Oh, yes, Tito Boy. My mother, when I was 7 years old, I count the money for her na ilalagay sa bank. So, yung 100 yen na bundles, and I'm so fast. And then sometimes I would go to the bank myself, 6 years old or 7 years old. I would bring in, tapos ito na po, ilalagay po sa bank ko. Tapos titingnan ko yan habang
So bata ka pa lamang, train ka na sa negosyo, sa kahalagahan ng pera ni Mami at sa kanila.
I think it's more of I really admire them. So I I like to
She has a real sense of responsibility. That's what I'm getting from this, yeah.
Admiration.
Yes, yes.
Diba? O kasi kung anong exposure ng bata, yun talaga ang dumidikit sa iyong isipan at puso. High school, what happened?
So I had braces Tito Boy, and I think this will sound crazy, pero nagkaroon talaga ako ng super shy na attitude. Because, contrary to elementary, in elementary kasi I'm a model, but in high school, I had a really awkward 2 years, and I felt
Because of the braces?
yes po. I felt insecure. I feel like people are laughing at me. But that's not true because I'm fine naman looking back. So, Tito Boy, what I did, I joined beauty pageants. Because I didn't like feeling bad about myself. So,
Doon pala nag-umpisa yung hilig mo sa beauty pageant.
that would be from 3 years old. My first beauty pageant.
Oh. I mean, when you think about it, you know, like a lot of the people saying that she doesn't have the experience. This girl has been doing this since she was 3 years old, so you might have to rethink on that. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what she was explaining about going to the bank, you know, at such a young age and counting her money and all of that. I feel like Kisses has been a part of her success, you know. Nowadays, we hear so many stories about children who are managed by their parents and they put them, you know, in the spotlight and show business and all. But I feel like this was partially Kisses' dream in her lifetime. It's actually surprising as well to think that already by the time that she was in high school, she already had some modeling experience. This says that Kisses has been working forever. I mean, like for most of her life. Already at 3 years old, she was doing pageants. So definitely we should take those things into consideration when we talk about her and maybe like some of the credit that we give her or we don't. And this is something that I'm guilty of myself, you know, something that I really emphasize about Kisses is that we don't have a lot of time to prepare for the international pageant. So it's not that I'm against her winning the national pageant. It's just that I'm worried about what's gonna happen within those 2 months and like a few days. Will she be ready? Will she be able to handle the pressure, the expectation? We don't know. But this interview so far is giving me a good insight into her life and her mindset to know and understand why she decided to go for the Miss Universe Philippines crown. Maybe by the end of it, I will be able to really determine if I believe she has what it takes. So we'll see.
Nung nag-fashion model ka, nung elementary, of course, you know, it required pictorials.
Yes, it's here in Manila.
Here in Manila. Can you take me there? How was that experience?
When I was 6 years old, nagbakasyon kami here in Manila, and then na-discover ako ng ahensya modelo. I think it's under
Look at her, she was a baby. A baby. Oh my god.
Okay.
So, ahensya modelo. Nag-start kasi yung dito when I was 6 years old. I was discovered na.
Oh, maganda.
And yun pa, I'm very comfortable po sa camera. It's like, I enjoy posing and trying on different dresses.
Okay.
I think it's just something I enjoy.
Tell me the story. The first beauty contest when you had braces.
It's Miss Teen Campus, and yung classmates ko Tito Boy na super close friends ko. They are so shocked. They cannot imagine. Because for example, my one of my closest best friends, her name is Kenna.
Okay.
And
Before she continues, I just wanted to add, because I forgot to mention that I thought it was really nice that she decided to join a pageant to fight against her own insecurities. Like, it wasn't for the vanity of it or because she wanted to be like out there because they're beautiful, but because she wanted to feel more secure and empowered about herself. So that's a good message. I like that.
And Kenan knows me, how I like to play. And so when she saw me backstage in a screening, she's like, what? She cannot grasp the idea. Kasi ako, it's out of character for G. Pero it gave me a sense of power. Because I'm so shy, but when I stand on stage, it's like you have to force yourself to forget about those bad things, negative things.
So what happened in the Miss Teen Campus? How'd you do?
I was first runner-up. I was first year in college.
And that was your first try in high school?
The girl who won is 4th year high school.
Okay.
So I'm the only 12-year-old girl over there. The rest are 15, 16.
Alright.
But I stood tall. I was 16 or 17.
Parang kayo.
Cute.
Alright. Oh, but you also won what? Christine Masbate, eventually
Miss Bate po.
Miss Masbate. There was another one.
Miss Kaugma.
Kaugma. Yeah, right. You won this contest.
Okay, so that's
So
like
you have-
4
you have
pageants already.
Experiences in this beauty pageants.
Without even
My
counting, like, the one when she was
most
3.
favorite part is the start. Because, for example, every time that I decide to join, it's always the last minute. For example, in Miss Masbate, I was in Lasas. I had to talk to my teachers, oh, I need to do this, it's tomorrow. And I
Oh.
applied.
Bukas ang contest. Okay.
And so, yung Miss Kaugma naman, I just turned 17. So, pwede na. 17 ang minimum sa Miss Kaugma. It's in Capsule. I told her, Mom, I need to join. It's in Capsule. Let's go. Nai agad sa Capsule.
Uh-oh.
Sabi niya, panalo ni mahal yung ticket.
Siyempre.
You know what I get from this, honestly, is that she's super determined. Like, she knows what she wants, because to join a pageant last minute, you know, like the amount of preparation and the amount of, you know, organization that it's gonna take to pull it off. And not only she was only 17, but she decided to join the day before the deadline. That's like crazy. For a 17 years old, it requires a lot of strength of character, you know, to have that power to tell your teachers, but also your family members, look, this is what I want to do it now, I don't want to wait, and it's tomorrow, let's go for it. So definitely, I think those are things about Kisses that we should, you know, appreciate as well, and sometimes think about it and talk about it more often. It's not something that I hear very often when it comes to the vloggers sphere, or even like the critics of Miss Universe Philippines. I don't know. I believe so far that Kisses might have a surprise for all of us. Definitely, she has a wonderful personality. She is eloquent. She's a beautiful girl. I just want to see what she's gonna do, like with the technical side of things, like pasarela, how she's gonna do like the swimsuit, like the long gown, national costumes and stuff like that. But you never know. This girl might be a surprise. So
BBB Tito Boy.
Oh.
BBB, yung last na audition was in Legazpi. So, nakita ko po yung infographic na may last audition sa BBB. Oh, I need to try. So, ipad naman ako. Pumunta na Legazpi to join.
Anong hindi mo malilimutan? Or take away mo? What did you learn from those contests?
Jumping in before you're ready. In Miss Masbate and Miss Kautma, I think also in PBB, I always think, oh, I should give myself like 3 more years. But where is that belief coming from? I think it's the negativity that, oh, I'm not yet good enough, I'm too young.
that's interesting.
Once you eradicate that thought and just soldier on, it's such a brave feeling that rushes through you.
Oh.
Parang it's so empowering.
That's something that, I mean, a lot of people, this is one of the main things that people criticize her for, it not being ready and like not having enough experience. But quite honestly, for as long as she's able to handle it the way that she is describing it, you know, like if you're able to eradicate that feeling of insecurity and listening to what people are saying, she might be able to pull it off. Now, do I feel like it's a little risky? Yes. If you're joining a pageant without feeling 100% confident that you are ready, I don't know how that's gonna go, especially with a national pageant of the caliber of Miss Universe Philippines. It's not just the title, it's everything that comes with it, the responsibility, the visibility, the positive, like the love and the support, but there's also a lot of hate and bashing. So it's a risk to take. It could go either way. But I'm glad that for the previous experience that she had, it really worked for her, because definitely, I mean, it took her places. Look where she is right now. And I guess that she wouldn't be here if she didn't take those risks back in the day. So, Kisses, you keep doing you, girl. And we'll see, you know, what else will happen.
Who was teaching you?
Yung mga sa Masbate po na Mom, she's of Masbate.
Mom, she's of Masbate.
How much involvement did mom and dad have?
First swimsuit.
Swimsuit.
ko.
Oo.
When I fit swimsuits at home, sabi niya, baby ko, ano ba yan?
You will always be the baby of your
I
dad.
will always be
Oh.
For example, Tito Boy, yung first catalog shoot ko sa Natasha,
Okay.
tinago pa namin kay Daddy because he doesn't want me to be exposed. He's, I'm his little baby.
Of course, always be.
But
Yeah.
when the the catalog is out, he's the first one to post.
Ang sarap ng journey nyo, yung journey yung tatlo.
Oh.
Diba? You've always been, you've always been the team. You went to LaSalle. What happened?
Tito Boy, my year in LaSalle is very short
Dahil.
because of PBB.
Pinoy
So-
Big Brother.
So how long was it? Like couple
I
months?
think
1
Tito
year?
Boy 1.5 years. Pero Tito Boy, it was one of the happiest moments of my life.
Really?
Because I'm in an organization, it's a theater org. It's called Harlequin Theater Guild, and 6 to 10 p.m. we're always at the org, making props, making plays. I love my masali.
Hindi ka nagka-problema because you're coming from the province and then when you come to Manila, usually diba the adjustment period ay mahaba.
Mhm.
And then,
Culture shocks. When I arrived, I realized that a lot of people didn't know where Masbate was. So a lot of people assumed that yung mga taga Masbate, ang daming biglang
No ratata. Okay, so another thing that I can get from the interview is that Kisses has this journey of going from pretty much nothing to making a name for herself in Manila. Definitely, I feel like PBB was like the opening door for show business and everything that came afterwards. But you can see how the years prior to that, it was kind of like a preparation. So I don't feel like Kisses was just given the opportunity, but she just worked for it. And even the pageants that she had before as a child, as a teen, those were like learning experiences for her to ultimately be in the public light. But if I'm being fully honest, I do like a lot the fact that she came from a place that no one even knew. Like they felt like that was the ghetto or something. Because when she was telling about Masbate in Manila, people were like, where is that? Like, ratatata.
daming crimes. And I had to always explain that Masbate is a beautiful city. Promise, trust me, if you come there, it's just isolated cases. And also there's that matter of, as a child, I really valued money. Boy. I'm not kuripot naman, pero I'm careful with how much I spend. And here in Manila, you
sa
can
galing
just
mo ba naman magbilang ng pera?
you can just go to the mall and 1,000 is gone.
Right.
So, sina mommy and daddy, pinapabawalan ako ng 1,000 per day sa Lasal. Pero, I think I would spend mga 100 1 week na yun.
Oh,
Because I always eat.
how to be you po?
Na, of course, you have to
Right.
consider your friends then. Pero I always make sure I don't spend too much.
Yeah, smart
This is a
girl.
very
Smart
pretty,
girl.
Very young girl. Diba sa Lasal, may mga nagpaparamdam ba? At nandun ba si daddy?
Well, wala naman. Pero I remember my father because yung condo namin na inhestihan ko sa Lasal, nasa tapat lang talaga ng entrance ng Lasal.
Oh.
So sa first day ko, ang ganda ng dress ko, ganito ganyan. Because first day of school, no?
Oh,
Syempre you
right.
really dress up. So, my father, I looked up and I saw him, he was like an eagle. He was looking like that. And sabi ko when I went to, Dad, ba't mo naman ako tinitingnan? Papunta ako sa school. Sabi niya, tinitingnan ko lang, baka kasi mo eh. Sabi ko si Dad.
PBB also changed your lives. How much did your life change?
I think it didn't affect me too much as the others did.
Mhm.
Because when I
No,
was...
but that fame thing.
Yes po.
It was a fame thing because you became nationally famous.
Yeah.
I think I was already desensitized to it because when I was in Masbate, the people there knew each other. So when you're Miss Masbate, it's almost like you're Miss
Miss
Universe,
Universe.
in Masbate. So when I went to Manila and PBB came, it's almost like I was prepared for it already.
Learning experience, see?
Did you have a game plan? The competitive kisses that you were, anong sinabi mo sa sarili mo? I want to win this. And if I win this, I want to be a movie star. May ganon? O wala?
It's the opposite equal because I wanted really not to win at PBB because I always thought that it would defeat the purpose.
Okay.
Because it's a talent show and the winner has to have all these car or house and lot, and I didn't really need that Tito Boy. I just want to go into showbiz.
You just wanted to get into show business.
Yes, po.
Bakit?
Ever since I was a little kid, my mom and dad would always tell me that I was able to live everything because, for example, I had dengue 2 times and I had 5 platelets left. That my doctor said that if I weren't in the hospital at the right time, I would have been gone. So my mother and father always told me that maybe I have a mission.
Mm.
So I look at my skill set and I think this is the right job for me. So if this is what's for me, I will really do my best.
Okay.
So sabi ko, and I enjoy showbiz also. So it's not too much of a stretch.
I like this. And it shows that the girl has really a strategy when it comes to how she planned her career and everything. I think it's quite interesting that she didn't want to win PBB because obviously there's a lot of benefit that come from that. Not only the visibility, but also like the material aspect of it. You get a condo, you get a car, you get a lot. I mean, that's a lot of things. But it seems like her objective after all was just to get into show business, whether she won PBB or not. So I feel like more than anything, she was just trying to use the system to kind of like open doors for herself rather than being there for what she was gonna get out of that show in particular. And this has happened over and over again in show business. Sometimes people win like an entire contest or like an entire TV show and then you never hear from them anymore. The ones that stay and really are able to make it in the long run are the ones who are there for the right reasons. Like they just wanna succeed, they just wanna build a name and a brand for themselves and then ultimately keep on working and doing different projects. I mean, it might just feel like a little conversation for a lot of people, but it's very important because it shows that the girl is smart. She thinks beyond the present and beyond what she's going to get after this immediate gratification. No, if I get this show, I'm gonna get a car and I'm gonna get a condo, but then what? What's gonna happen afterwards? So I'm glad to see that she already had that vision that no matter what happens, because of everything that I've been through, I want to be able to make it to this position and then open doors for myself and build something bigger because I have a purpose in life. Maybe everything, all of the hardships that I had to go through are meant to make me stronger for something bigger than myself. And you know, that's extremely inspiring. I like that.
Was your life, at least in the past, because you're not out yet, how was your life in the business? Paano na ba?
It all flashed back to me, everything that has happened, because that time, looking back, it's so easy to say that it's been a great time, it's wow, I was so blessed. But I was also just 17. I know that a lot of younger people.
17, you're a baby. That's like one thing.
It was a different kind of level of fame.
Okay.
For a 17-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, another important lesson that you learned in show business.
You're your own advocate. You're your own protector. You're your own knight.
Oof.
So you have to fight for yourself, Tito Boy. Because it's, for example, we know some people who like to bash. But there are also some people who would say they like you, and they genuinely do. But they don't see you, your worth, as how you see your worth.
Okay.
You have to discern.
But you made friends in the
Yes,
business.
Tito Boy.
Sino sila?
Well, you might really be friends with. Really deep friendship.
Talaga, like, yung kasabayan mo.
Yes po.
Oh, very nice.
Because, you know, I really felt like these friends were my siblings. Inside the TBB house, like, I would do anything for these people.
Aww.
And I put all the way here a lot.
You know that, but when you walk, hindi mo na iniisip yun.
Yeah.
It becomes
Oh my god. Okay, this is for part 3.
Wow.
Okay, so let's wrap it up right here for the second part of this interview. I mean, I feel like this segment was mainly about Kisses' like path, like everything that she lived before, everything that she experienced before the Miss Universe competition. And honestly, I feel like she is like a very genuine girl. Like she has been through a lot of hardships, and although she was able to build a name for herself and make it on a national scale, not everything was easy and not everything was handed to her. I feel like my favorite part of the interview was that last minute when she was telling us about how you have to fight for yourself in show business, how you have to, you know, be your own advocate, your own knight, because it is true. In show business, people are gonna love you, they're gonna bash you, they are gonna one day they want to build you up, the next day they wanna take you down. And I feel like that's not only something that applies to show business, but also that she can really use during this competition. Once again, let's not forget that the purpose of this entire reactions and videos is for me to understand better how Kisses can use her experience so far within the competition of Miss Universe Philippines. And so far, honestly, this was impressive. I am really happy with everything that she talked about. I mean, like, she opened up about her life, her parents, growing up, like pageant experience, being a child in show business, dealing with fame, dealing with bashers. What else can you expect? I'm excited for part 3 because I feel like they're gonna be talking a lot more about Miss Universe Philippines itself, so that's gonna be very, very interesting to watch. But you guys, before you go to that other video, the only thing I'm gonna ask from you is that you leave a like on this one so that it gets recommended to more people, that you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what did you think about my comments, like the questions that Tito Boy Abunda was asking, Kisses, delivery, everything. Go ahead and express yourself. So until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another. I'm sending you all my love, all my kisses, and come here and give me a hug, because that's like the final tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, stay safe. Bye.